Ladies and gentlemen, another week, another episode. It's Euphoria Season 3. This week we're recapping Episode 4 of
Let's go.
Season 3 on HBO. Los, how are we doing this week, man? How do we feel about this week's episode?
I actually thought this was the biggest episode of the season so far. Like in terms of plot, in terms of storyline, like this was an episode that all of the major kids, I would say,
Yeah.
all the Euphoria cast members, everybody it was like all hands on deck type of episode.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of it was more last week we had like 2-3 scenes. I mean, this week it was a lot of things happened in this episode. So I'm pretty excited to talk about some things. But yeah, definitely probably, and if we had to go just story wise, this was the best episode I thought so far.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
And this gave us clear direction as to where we're going. And I feel like sometimes when a show is like, it's going to end, you're worried that the story's getting too big. But
Yep.
I'm like, all right, no, we're keeping it in a certain pocket. Like, all right, it's Lori versus Alamo. You know what I mean? We got Rue and her
Yep.
and her in betweenness of it. We got Nate and his little thing. But it's not like they're not growing the story anymore, but it's like getting more like straightforward as to
more
like, okay,
details for us to
yeah,
understand what's actually going on. Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you had mentioned the end of the show, just dipping into our one piece of things, news items that we need to talk about, rumors and rumblings on the timeline this week. Here's the thing. Man, I love a good internet conspiracy theory.
okay.
We had, I think, more evidence online this last year put together of the fact that like A plus B equals C. So Taylor Swift is obviously performing the Super Bowl halftime show. We were all wrong about that, obviously. So hopefully we get this one a little bit better.
Okay.
The internet, Los, as always, undefeated with this stuff. I don't know. It might be silly, but HBO has officially labeled the final episode of this season the season finale and not the series finale. And so this is taking a subset of Twitter into a mental spiral of, well, if it was the finale of the whole thing, HBO would have called it a series finale and not a season finale. So clearly, there's possibly a 4th season coming.
I think that's plenty. Yeah, I'm not falling for it.
Okay, here's where I'm at with it. One, I think we'd probably all be split down the middle, yes or no, whether we want or need another season of this show, right? It's a little opposite of season 1 and 2. We're kind of on the edge of season 3, but because we love the characters and the story and the plot line, we're still here. Here's so you're just a hard no, right? For season 4.
It's everybody in this show is too big for this show.
Okay.
Actually, like they all are. They're not even shooting these scenes together.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? So no, hell no.
So here's I have that same opinion, but potentially would be pushed over the fence and probably would watch if we go down a single route. A single route of a hard left of where we are. Okay, here's my only synopsis for season 4. None of this cast. We need a whole new cast, and give me I know the
Saved by the Bell Next Generation type.
Like
shit.
here's I know we'll have like a timeline discrepancy here, but it's Hollywood, it's TV magic. Consider it whatever. Give me Gia's senior year of high school. Take us back to season 1, season 2 vibes of Euphoria. Make Gia, Rue's sister, the main character. She has a slutty friend. She has a smart friend. She has an average friend. She has a chubby friend. Same bit, you know what I mean? And then we follow them through the trials and tribulations of the generations before them, being in 2026, dealing with drugs and alcohol this way now. And just give us a whole new, get rid of these characters, get rid of their storylines, and give us something new within the Euphoria universe. And to put your little whipped cream on top with a little cherry, give us some fanfare because it's Gia right?
Okay.
Right? We get one episode in the season for like a 30-second scene. Gia's going through something emotional or troublesome in her life. Gia has a problem. Zendaya shows up. We get a quick cameo with Rue and Gia, and we're all like, oh my God, it's Zendaya. And then boop, that's it for her for the season. Cut to Gia's slutty friend going through a mental spiral because her boyfriend just broke up with her. Boop. She gets a phone call from Cassie, who's a successful model in Hollywood, and she gives her advice on how to start her OF when she turns 18 or whatever that looks like. And that's it. That's the cameos. We get that fanfare from the last 3 seasons, and we get a whole new story, and we take it back to its roots. That's season 4 for me. If anything were to ever happen, if you try
I'm
to,
not rolling, man. I'm not rolling just because we haven't seen Gia at all.
Right, of course. Yeah.
I mean, that's the only part. Like, if we were getting bits of Gia, we got some personality, got some. I mean, we haven't seen her at all, so it's like
just an example.
That would be like pulling a rabbit out of your ass. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
if you know what I'm saying. Like, if it's about Gia, like I actually thought you were gonna say like, yeah, nah, man, this is like new seasons about Alamo, like, yeah, I mean, or something like that. I don't know, like almost not even about like the main characters, like it's almost like a separate type of thing. And because we've seen and it wouldn't be Euphoria, it would just be like a new show. You know what I mean, we've seen that before where like a secondary character gets their own show. There's a show back in the day called Perfect Strangers, right? And I can't even tell you what the plot was about necessarily, but like the black lady that was in there became she was Harriet Winslow, and then Family Matters started. You know what I'm saying? Like with Urkel and stuff like that. So it's like, so yeah, I feel like we could do something like that, but like just pulling Gia, I don't know. Like, are we even gonna see her?
Could just be a new cast completely. But I just think not to sound in any kind of weird or creepish way, but I think the high school teenager innocence of it all is what made this show. And I think the actions and reactions of the adults now in season 3 are the complete disconnect of what's currently happening. Still a great show, still a great story. We love these characters and the actors, but we're like we've discussed, it's night and day. It was dark in season 1 and 2. Now it's all bright and sunny out all of a sudden. Yeah. So it's okay. Yeah. I don't know. That was just the rumor of the week, wording, conspiracy theories. We'll see. We'll see if see if a season 4 happens. I don't know.
All right, check it out.
So this episode, let's jump into it. Picking right back up off of the last week's episode, essentially, Rue's getting picked up by the DEA.
Oh my God.
And she's arrested and processed. That dog sniffed her. And I mean,
if this was First 48, this is crazy. She's like a bad example. Like, they didn't even have to give her a Happy Meal, my dude. They didn't even have to give her a Big Mac. Like, she was dead to rights, man. And like, I'm trying to think, like, did she? Yeah, I mean, it's weird because obviously, like, the target is Lori, right? The target is Lori, and so it's like, I'm cool if Lori goes down, you know what I mean? But then, even though Alamo is also not necessarily like he's not a good guy necessarily, but like, I feel crazy if Rue is instrumental in shifting the attention, which inadvertently that's what she's doing,
right?
But shifting the attention to where like Alamo is gonna get cooked and booked. You know what I mean, I'm like, nah, girl, like, you don't do that to the black man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it.
Oh, you
don't want to get in trouble with Rue.
Funny.
That's
so funny.
I didn't even want to get. You do not want to get in trouble with Rue, bro.
Rue's being split between the white woman and the black man. I like that. That's interesting. Listen, do you think it's, I mean, I know probably neither of us have really, maybe minorly, both of us in our past have had some sort of small, teeny tiny interactions with the police, but is it... How, just in Rue's shoes, but also in like your own kind of personal shoes, like how do you mentally wrap your head around the fact that, police are just allowed to like lie and deceive to the point where we've even seen in time and time and time again multiple Netflix documentaries made over the years of police coercing people into fake confessions because they just can't take the question. Did you do it? Did you do it? Well, yes, fine, fuck, Jesus, yes, I did it. If you're gonna shut up, like that. That whole system seems.
They didn't even. But that's. I don't even think that's what happened in this.
No,
episode,
they
like,
just lied. They just lied to her. But
but also no. Like it's clear. Like don't say nothing. Then you know what I mean. Like you either don't say nothing, and then when it's funny because anything you can, everything you say can and will be used against you. So it's like you almost can't even admit to things that are truthful. You know what I mean? It's just stop talking. Just don't talk at all. You know what I mean? And let them figure it out. And then if they're gonna hit you with this and that, whatever, then you have to pick and choose. But like she was dead to rights and reeling from the first second. You know what I mean? Like it was not, it's like she didn't stand a chance, whatever. And now I'm just thinking like, damn, bro, like you suck at this. You know what I mean? And like I said, like it was subtle lies, but it wasn't like big blatant things. It was just like, oh, like they said, oh no, we don't have the like they already told you that they have something, and then when they asked, like, and you said, I thought you said you didn't, because he said, oh, I don't have it with me, like whatever, and then they pull out and she said, oh, you lied. No, they had it the whole time, like, and you should have known that. You should have known that once they already said they had it. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if it's on their person or not. They already have the photo of you. So you either gotta like that's what I'm saying. You got the right to remain silent, like. Lawyer up. That's the problem though. She's in between like two different criminals. She has no lawyer. She has no representation. She can't, I mean, like the people she would call, which would be Alamo, she can't even call them to help her out because they're their own.
Right. They're gonna, right. Yeah.
I mean, so it's like, so she's just bad at crime, bro.
So someone, I think in that scene too, they mentioned that they had a confidential source that I don't think we know about yet. A few people online were speculating based on looks he gave her this episode that Bishop might be undercover. So you never know. I'm not sure. We don't need to get into it, but just something to throw out there of him potentially. So it could be that, or I think maybe mentioned it could have just been someone in prison, one of Alamo's, or even we learned this episode too that Angel has escaped rehab, so that could mean either she got picked up by the police and she's the informant, or they killed her, or she just actually ran away and is on drugs and crazy. So we'll kind of see where that comes in. But so that's how Rue becomes a snitch. And so their plan is to basically just tap her phone, get info on Lori and Alamo, and the grand master plan of swapping out the drugs with candy and laxatives. Like, this is the best we could come up with. Like, I guess my question is, if, like, why does
so that's
Rue,
what was in her bag? Fake drugs was in her bag, or was it the recording? Okay.
Yeah, it was the fake drugs. Yeah, but what I guess I don't understand is, like, you have Rue with the drugs. Like, wouldn't it take them 30 seconds just to have Rue write down 3 addresses, and they go kick down the door of Lori's house, which has suitcases of pills in it, kick down the door of the strip club, which has drugs in it, go to the safe in the strip club to find even more drugs, go to Alamo's house where we know, like, I guess
like, if you're gonna be a snitch, just let's be straightforward.
Yeah, sending someone like Rue, a drug addict, schizophrenic at time, like someone who's mentally unstable, sending her in undercover around around Lori and Alamo. That's probably not the best plan. Who came up with that plan, right?
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, writing wise, like that was a little lacking there. And I was like, they could. If you're gonna snitch, let's just be straightforward. But I guess we got to create a story. That's why it's a show. But no, you're right. Like, she could have just like gave up Lori right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so
there's no loyalty to her. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't want to be around her.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting that they don't, or at least just why wouldn't Rue play that in her favor? If she's Alamo, if she's Team Alamo,
Yep.
why wouldn't she just be like, well, listen, I don't know what Alamo's doing or any of his stuff, but I can give you the address, the room, the layout, the map of everything happening in Lori's compound. Go get her. And then guess what? The drug war's over and Rue wins and Alamo knows that and she gets another promotion. It seems like there's too many paths that we could have taken instead of where we're at. Very interesting. Could be the writing. Interesting. And then we just then cut to obviously Alamo, who's interviewing Kitty, our new dancer. She likes to dance. And it's just this weird, like telling Rue to smile, kind of this interaction with them. It's kind of, I think, just a very tiptoey situation that Alamo doesn't trust Rue. So it's...
Yeah, and we see that later on in episode 2 for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So not much else going on there. And then, boy, oh boy, we cut to our favorite newlywed couple.
Oh, man.
Nate and Cassie. And so we get our answers from last week, fam. We said, what do you do? What do you do when someone cuts off your toe? And so naturally, scientifically, is the answer is you put the toe on ice to keep it alive. You cover your toe with as much pressure as you can. And you go to the hospital, and if they can save it, they'll save it. And that's by God. They saved Nate Jacobs. Thank goodness.
I know. They they reattached Nate's toe, and then like this man went on a whole like monologue about trying to make the toe a metaphor, like, and he was trying hard.
I wrote it down in all caps. I said the toe is a metaphor.
Oh my God. This guy is such an idiot, bro. Like, he's such an idiot. This guy's so dumb.
Something happened. This calculated, well planned out Nate Jacobs with the gun to Maddie's head and the beating of the other kid and turn yourself in or don't. Either way, he's calculated at every step up until this point in his life, clearly somehow. And it's just this, oh my God, the toe is us, dude. Just is the worst. What? I mean, like let's do top 3 from Nate. Okay, so top 3.
When your dumb wife now, when your dumb wife is sounding smarter than you, then it's that you have an issue there. You know what I'm saying?
It's
whatever. Like when she like was breaking it down, like what the fuck are you talking about? Like
it's just it's we're going for top 3 for Nate here. I mean, top lines, my Maddie so far this season, and the toe is a metaphor. I think it's just
yes.
It's I mean, hey, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean, he's right. When things fall apart, you got to put them on ice and mend them back together, and it might take time. I mean, I got it. I get it. He's grasping for flowers here, clearly, but it's just I don't. It's not. Yeah.
So this is what we learned, though, because finally, for the first time, he tells the truth about something, whatever, and I thought it was just 600,000, which that's nothing to shoe at. I mean, that's not chump change. But now that we learn that he's in the hole about $1 million, more than $1 million, probably. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is that interest? Is that what is
both? Just God. because it started at, I think it started at 5, and then little buddy was like, you haven't paid me, so now I want 6. And then I would imagine a little more is tacked on from that.
Yeah, the fact that we had to be violent with you, we're charging you because we cut off your toe.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, listen, props to Cassie there. I mean, that's I'm sure. Listen, if I went to Meg's and said, "Hey, I'm sure if you add everything up plus the house and everything else going on, like, hey, we have $300,000 to $400,000, maybe $500,000 in debt." Like the normal reaction from your wife is like, okay, little unsettling, little unnatural, but we could probably do something and figure it out. And by the way, if it's that amount, like we should be making, like there should be like a balance there.
Yes.
But if I went to her and said, "Hey, I owe him $1 million," well then, like, I'd be surprised if she wouldn't pack her bags and go live across the hall from her sister. And it's like, What is she supposed to do, Nate?
Yeah, she stood on business, man. She
Yeah.
just was. It was just like no hesitation. She's like, I'm packing my
Packed
bags
your
and
bags.
I'm.
He says, "Bitch, where are you going?" And she's like, "To work." Like,
Yeah, I need to get this money. Like, but shout out to her though for like it seems like she's like, all right, I got to do this, whatever, and because for whatever reason, maybe she does still care about Nate or whatever. But
well, okay, but see, here's the thing: does she?
yeah,
Because
I know
for
she was
one,
playing.
it's the wedding, for better or for worse, and two, she pawned her ring to pay for the apartment.
You know what? I did miss a detail. I know I missed a
It was
detail. I'm like, where the hell she get this cash from?
It was the Rue voiceover. So she pawned her wedding ring to pay for the apartment, same apartment complex as Lexi, and now it's like so let me get this straight. We are clearly because so the timeline should be as follows. The wedding happens, they get home from the wedding same night, they cut off the toe, and we see it sewed back on. So I would imagine probably not more than a week has passed because Rue got picked up the night of the wedding and we're just seeing now her get interrogated. So maybe not even a few days.
Yeah. Yep.
Which means 72 hours? I mean,
bro, he spent $50,000 on flowers.
On flowers. On flowers. Not the most expensive venue in Los Angeles, the most expensive flowers in Los Angeles, the most expensive catering bill.
Yeah,
that dress.
Was the ring more or less than 50? Was the ring less than the flowers?
There's no way. There's no way. The only time I've ever heard of rings costing $50,000 or more are like a Taylor Swift situation.
Okay.
We're not talking suburbs here. Now, again, $50,000 for flowers is unheard of. So who knows?
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What the requirements were. Yeah.
Yeah, because like that's what I'm saying. Like when you really break it down, it just sounds everything sounds absurd because it's like
and
and I would have said that. I'm like, girl, your ring didn't even cost $50,000. How the hell are we supposed to be spending $50,000 on flowers?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
And then too, so let's be realistic here. Let's say even the ring maybe $10,000 to $20,000 for the ring. Okay, that's conservative. I mean, if Nate Jacobs is buying a $20,000 ring, crazy.
Yeah,
she pawned it, so automatically 33%. Like she's not getting 10 to 20 grand.
Yeah.
So probably like 5 to 10 grand, which then, fine. In a shitty LA apartment, which we are clearly in 2026, based on some language we'll get to in this episode. Which we're talking in LA, a 1-bedroom apartment for a monthly rent's got to be $1,200 to $1,500. So your plan is to get that famous on OnlyFans to pay your bills in 5 to 6 months, because then the money runs out.
Well, because if you notice, like in that conversation later on, it's like, oh, because Bad Baby made $53 million. Right. It's like, all right, girl.
Right. Which we're gonna get to some of those numbers here in a minute, but it's there's just some mathing isn't mathing, and even I think next week we're gonna get to some of the math in a minute, but it's very interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some details that don't really line up there.
Yeah.
So then I think the only other set of characters that we deal with for any amount of storyline in this episode without jumping back to Rue and Alamo or Cassie and Maddie is Lexi and Jules.
Yeah, Jules and Lexi. Yeah.
And so for the first time in our career, Jules gets a commission job, a phone call. Lexi wants you to paint something for the show.
Yeah, and initially I was thinking like, okay, this is cool. I was like, but I was thinking like, oh, she don't got it no more. Like I'm thinking like she hasn't had to do anything, whatever. So she's been just kind of hanging out, chilling, you know what I mean, just on this other man's dime. And I'm thinking like, oh, she's not even gonna be able to paint anything. And then when we see that she's at work, I was like, oh, I put in my notes, oh, she found her spark again. Yep. Like she has that energy, whatever.
Now
until
so this is we see the photo, and it's what we learn is that the instructions were, we just need men and women in a park having a picnic.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Her freaky ass.
So and it's yes, it's that, it's the freakiness, but then it's we get just a one-liner from Lexi and from her boss is like, why would she do this?
Sharon Stone, by the way.
She's love her. Yeah.
I love her.
She's like, why would she do this? And Lexi goes, well, she's trans.
I know. And then it became a whole nother thing where it's like, oh shit, now they feel like they had to play defense.
Do we get rid of the penises and the boobs? Do we just get rid of the penis?
They played because they like, we can't just fire her because now we could be faced. That's why I was like, oh, we got to handle this delicately because it's like, oh, we don't want a lawsuit on us. Yeah, I mean, if we just fire her for making this picture and then she makes it seem like we're, transphobic, a transphobic organization or whatever.
Yeah. So,
that was funny how the tables like were turning.
But Lexi put them in that situation. If Lexi didn't say anything, then they could have just said, okay, Jules, we're done with you. And then if Jules would have been like, well, I'm suing you because I'm trans, they could have been like, well, what the fuck? We didn't know that. How are we supposed to know your sexual orientation? But now that it's out there, so who knows? Yeah. I wonder. So and then it just kind of comes back to like, they're like, well, we definitely have to remove the penises. And Jules is like, well, the boobs are okay. Like this like, gender roles.
She was acting real dense and dumb, like weird. Like what? That girl, stop playing.
So
stop playing with me.
So this is it, and this is why. No matter what, whether you're a musician, a web developer, an artist, you want to be a teacher, whatever career path you want to go down, this is what part of school does for you. Yes, they're going to teach you the skill set. They're going to teach you how to draw and paint better. And I get it. You're better than your professor at art, whatever. No big deal. Yeah. But like, do you know how to sign a contract? Do you know what happens when they have revisions for your artwork? Are there revisions built in? Do you know how to Did she ask questions, or did Lexi just say, "Hey, paint us a picnic based on your artistic style"? Like there was no meeting, no conversation.
But then, Lexi did drop the ball with communication. Yeah, like, she didn't really. She just, I think she just trusted her, and that's why I guess I wonder, like, if you had to, like, I guess that's a lesson learned. You know what I mean? Like when you try to give your friends opportunities into your world, into your career world, you throw them a bone, like. You have to. I think you have to maintain your own position. You have to be very clear as to what you're looking for, because you can't. I mean, because like you kind of can't be mad at. Like it's almost like we're letting Jules off the hook, even though it was dumb and weird, like for her to create a picture like that. But like also. But then also she's told her like, however many million people will get to see this, you know what I mean, every week. You know what I mean? So like, why wouldn't she on like I just don't understand. It was on both sides. It was just like, oh, but these are the dumb everybody's dumb in this show.
Well, right, and it's exactly what it's kind of exactly what you just said. Is the exact reason why I own and operate two businesses with 0 employees, because what am I supposed to do? Sit here at home while I have someone else go DJ a wedding, and then they mess up. They say the name wrong. They don't play the right songs. Now I'm getting a phone call from the coordinator or the bride and groom, like Sparks messed up. Like what did I do?
Or when you do, and I'm not trying to hit a sensitive note, but or when you do work with people that and then they feel like they are owed more than whatever, and it's like, bro, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do this. Like you get paid for your job, bro. Like you're not. You don't have a stake in this.
Right. Yeah.
you don't have part ownership in this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I just wonder. Yeah. And I mean, we get that. And then Lexi gets that reality. Like her boss is like, listen, we have to push production now. We have to get the thing repainted. We have to do X, Y, and Z. Over 200 people's jobs are infected because you didn't tell her what to do properly. Like I told you to do. And now we're out like 200 grand. Like this is a colossal.
But the thing is, though, even
mistake.
though it was because of vulgarity and stuff like that, like, but they could have not liked it for any other reason, though.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, you know, so it's like, how about you tell me what you're looking for? As like, I guess they did, but like,
yeah.
But like, what if what if they would have nitpicked and been like, oh, the flower, like the color doesn't match this, so now we need a new color, and it's like, well, y'all made this. Like, I feel like then it'd be like it's on the executives, like, no, y'all created this issue because y'all didn't give me a color palette I need to follow. You didn't say, you know. So, but yeah, that's a lesson learned for both people. But then Jules' reaction is just childish.
Well,
me.
then that's the end. Yeah, the end is Jules just destroying it, basically, like not even trying to do anything that they want because she's the artist and she's right, and it's her piece of work, and that's how she interprets the scene, and it's just this weird.
But my thing is though too, like, all right, I get it, we get it that's the character's identity, but like, are you serious? Like, I felt like that was so cheap and like
you don't have the portfolio. Like I just told this to someone the other day.
Just because you're trans doesn't mean that you have just because you're a trans artist, that doesn't mean that you have an obsession with drawing people with penises on. Yeah, I mean, like that's why I thought I was like that was corny. Like I like it's one thing to I get it. It's a part of the story and it's like outrageous, whatever. But it's like. I felt like actually that's kind of dropping the ball too, like on this character and maybe like a moment for like, you know, if this could be a moment for that community, whatever. It's like, so you're gonna just make her draw dicks on like penises.
And it's like you're
draw penises on
and
canvas, like
and
that's
it's
who she is.
We're talking about it's for the background of an NBC
it's
like
for 2.5 Men.
2.5 Men, right? Yeah, like we're not. This isn't like. This isn't like the ultimate world's biggest like queer trans art gallery, like
the Met Gala,
right,
somewhere like only the people there see it. Yeah, right. I mean, like, you know, like this ain't no Met Gala. Like,
yeah, and I mean, listen, man, shout out to the trans community. Listen,
but I'm just saying that's like all right, yo, draw me a picture, Levi, and it's just like dudes with headphones and dude like
people having a picnic in a park, but they're all DJs or something.
What the fuck?
Right.
Like that's your whole person. That's her whole personality. Her whole personality is that. Like it's like.
Yeah. It's an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice. And so we're pretty much done with them for this episode. So we'll put a bow on that.
Lexi was the net negative.
Don't be a net negative.
Don't be a net negative.
If someone said that to me, I would cry.
I know that's so dehumanizing. It's like no, because you're just a number, bitch. Like I mean, like you're just a fucking number. Like
yeah. That was a bar.
So next scene, it's so hard to say goodbye to Palatine. I mean, that was quick though. They just like I mean, I don't think we needed a funeral scene though for that, right? Like, but
I think it speaks langs to Lori and just her mental state. But respects to the bird, man. And it's just kind of, you know, what are we gonna do? Well, obviously we need to get revenge, and it's just that kind of kicks off what leads us into the next time of seeing those men in this episode. I didn't write anything else down. Anything else happened in that scene or mention? Yeah. Okay.
No, it was R.I.P. Palatine and
go ahead.
Oh no, and then the gang is mostly back together, right? So like it's photo shoot time. Right, so we get a scene where they're basically at Lexi, because at this current moment, it's Lexi's apartment complex, you know, and we know that that's where Cassie's gonna be staying. Maddie got her little iPhone out, you know. They got the other girl, you know, the funky girl to do the props, you know. And you know, Lexi is like the voice of reason in this scene, and I'm thinking like, that outside of Kat, like pretty much because Jules wasn't really their friend necessarily. So like, and then when Rue pops up, you know, you got your fiend friend Rue popping up, you know what I mean, needing something like always, like a fiend would, and so it was a good. that was like it felt nostalgic almost, even though like not like this is a crazy old show or
Yeah,
anything like that,
yeah,
but like it was like, oh, okay, like they're all there. It felt like they've been together this whole time. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
So
And
yeah, vibing.
yeah, and Lexi just destroying all of them. Like, so what? You're a digital pimp. You're on OF, and you're Rue. What are you doing? You're asking for drugs for your boss that you're not gonna take. Like, what's the whole? Like, it's
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
She's
Well, and that's what it's ironic though, like because the scene before, 2 scenes before that, it's
it's
like
her
you
messing
dropped the
up. Yeah,
ball.
yeah,
Yeah, you dropped the ball and you weren't responsible. So you judging everybody else for their lack of responsibility. Like it just
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of ironic there. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know. Do we know the name or who of importance of who the girl with the leaf blower is? Because she's hilarious. I loved her, like
Yeah,
just snapping back, like, bitch, I'm not a gardener. I don't know. Like, she was
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
And um, it's yeah, just we kind of see the beginnings of Cassie's OF journey, and they bring up Bad Baby,
Yeah, what the heck?
which brings me into this question, man. So Megs and I'm not going to get into it too deeply, but we've continued our movie trope. We actually went to a special event on this last Thursday. We got to see Devil Wears Prada 2 before anybody else. That
Oh,
was a fun little
nice.
time. Great movie. If you like the first one, it was the same as the first one, and just with Anne Hathaway being a little bit older and a little bit hotter. So it's fun. It was a good movie. But what Meg said at the end of the movie also pertains to this scene right here and just kind of
Okay.
this season in general. And I've already touched on it last couple episodes, because in the Devil Wears Prada 2, it's like their challenges with being a magazine and going digital with AI and technology, and they're gonna die because they're a magazine if we don't have someone make really good
Mm,
viral content for us.
ah,
And then so Megs at the end of the movie turns to me and says, I'm kind of done with these movies being woke. And we don't use that term in this house really. We're not majorly into politics, but just in the sense of like grounding us in reality and using certain language and things and plot points and names to let us as the audience know, oh, this is real life. This is 2026. And these characters and what we're doing exist in the world that Dr. Phil and Bad Baby and AI and all this stuff lives in. It's just, I don't, do we want it? It just, to
yeah.
me, it feels like just too much of a grasp. Like
Yeah, like
we don't need
you
it.
don't have to insert pop culture
Right.
into everything, like current conversations into everything. Or if it is, it has to just be what the show is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um,
Like, cause
so
see,
yeah, like that's not what that's not what this is about. It's not. I mean, like you could make it about like just this, but I guess you have to make it somewhat current though. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like what would be the point of them making a movie? A couple decades later. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Of the same kind of
yeah,
story.
yeah. I get true. I understand. Yeah, we need a little bit of that grounding, but I guess maybe more along the lines of Euphoria. Here's kind of a paradox, if you will. If Cassie, Rue, and Lexi and Maddie are all sitting there talking about Bad Baby and Dr. Phil as if they exist in their universe, that means you and I exist in their universe, as
Oh
well
yes, I'm
as
there. I was
Zendaya,
just was there. Yeah.
as well as Sydney Sweeney, as well as, so like, are
It
you
also
Rue?
mean
Are you Zendaya? What universe are
yes,
you in?
yes. But it also mean if they're talking about Bad Baby
Yeah.
in this show, it means that they're too late. Like you know what I mean? Like in terms of like trying to be this viral thing for OnlyFans. Like if you're talking about Bad Baby,
She
like
turned 18 like 6 years ago.
like we're too
Yay.
late
Yeah.
now. Like we're
Yeah.
too late in like well just in the sense of like just
Pop
like
culture
yeah,
reference.
like
Yeah.
you ain't gonna pop now. Like, you know what I mean, you're not gonna pop like she did,
Right.
in 2026 because that
True.
market is already saturated.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
it was like kind of weird that they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just another
And
tiny
just of all,
tangent.
and of all people, like that, let's not give her any more shine. Like now she's pop culture lore. Like that could be a trivia question now on somebody's
Uh-huh.
fucking
Uh-huh.
trivia night or something like
Uh-huh.
that. And it's like, what? Why are we giving this little dummy any more shine than she deserves? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But no, you're right though. Like I exist in that world, man. I
Yeah,
was
it's
there.
weird. It's just kind of weird to think when you start to think about it.
Yeah, are they
Um,
gonna drop? Yeah, I mean, like they in LA. Like, I mean, we gonna talk about Nipsey Hussle getting killed. We
yeah,
gonna talk about like,
yeah, yeah,
I don't know,
right.
like
Yeah. It's
we gonna talk
interesting.
about we gonna talk about the wildfires. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They went. That's the thing. They went COVID. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna go wildfire on us.
It's strange. I don't necessarily know what you do, how you decide to make those decisions. Like,
Yeah,
does someone have to call the management team of Bad Baby and say, "Hey, can we say her name in this episode? Is she paid for that, or can you just
yeah.
say it?"
Well,
Like,
and I just like that the fact that even us calling it out because people call out Tyler Perry when he does some corny like topical thing that's like new and uses weird
uh
slang that's
huh,
like current today.
uh
Like and
huh,
that shit is corny when he do it. So that shit is corny when Sam Levinson and the people of Euphoria doing it too. You know what I'm
right,
saying? It's
right.
like bad baby on HBO. Why like come on, man? Like stop doing don't give her
It
nothing,
could have
bro.
been
Like
anybody. Yeah, it could have been anyone.
they should have used the girl that I mean, you know what would have been a better tie-in is if somebody else would have mentioned the girl. That's would have been a story. If Cassie would have been like, yeah, like that one girl, and like, and then they meet up. I mean, the former client of hers,
Mm-hmm.
and if she would have been like, yeah, like, cause I could make, cause they already showed a visual of the big check,
Yep.
so they could have said, oh, I could end up being like this
Just the
girl,
way,
and then Maddie be like,
just the way Jasmine did. My old right. Why didn't she mention her? You're right. You're right. You're right.
Cause
You're
then,
right.
cause then it would have been a perfect tie-in to where, and then Maddie would have been quiet and been like, or she would have threw shade on her, or stay away from her. Don't talk to that girl when if you ever
And
see her.
that would have also too made a
See, we're
lot
better
of
writers
that
than
would have
her.
also too made so much more sense when Cassie's in the party room with the dude and the
Yep.
girl's asking her like, so Maddie represents you now, or
Yes.
like or
It would
yeah.
have. It would have been a perfect
Mm-hmm.
tie-in. She should have mentioned that girl's name.
She should have. No, that yeah, way much better reference that we could have then put together, but better than Bad Baby. All right, yeah, 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 yeah.
Because
Uh,
she's not a pop culture icon.
no, yeah.
She's a
Uh,
footnote in pop culture.
So we get another answer from last episode.
Oh
Last
man.
episode,
Oh
I said to
yes,
you, I
yes,
said,
you
"Hey, bro,
did.
do you buy Nate's flower? Are we buying this shit?" And we're like, "No, he's bullshitting. The whole thing,
What
it's got to be bullshit."
what is this flower?
And of course, Nate's doubling down. He's in court talking about this flower and how he needs approval from the courts to not only give him more money to remove the flower, but just to do what he needs to do in order to pay back this guy who beat the shit out of him. And I mean, it's
Yes.
I don't and it's just in his last ditch effort, which leads me into a question for you. But I guess the judge Bill was like his dad's, golfing, but knew his dad
Ah,
somehow or some
okay,
way. So that's
okay,
why he's like,
okay.
Bill, help me, Bill. And
Yeah.
man, my man literally gets down. Like, would you ever get down on
Nah.
your knees and beg for some shit, especially like in a court scene? Like, I mean,
Nah.
that's kind
Yeah,
of
you gotta have some dignity. You gotta have some like it meant nothing. But this was just this was like a harsh reality for like although he's begging and pleading and he's talking about his life, whatever.
yeah,
Bro, people go like people that are not privileged. I don't even make this a race thing, but people that are not privileged go through that every day,
yeah,
B. Like they
yeah,
get denied without being heard
right.
every day. So it was crazy because this scene was like, yeah, to be honest, like it was the scene where you felt sorry. Like some like Monet's in the background, she's like, oh, like when he's and I'm like,
Bit
well, like we giving him sympathy, like, and I was like, oh, I see what they doing. and they're trying to pull at your heartstrings. They're trying to make you feel bad for Nate, but like
It's weird. Why would we? Yeah, I don't.
but it's like, no, that happens to everyone. That
Yeah,
happens to like, you know what I mean, to lesser people, to
right.
greater people, you know what I mean? Like
And
people get
let's
the and they didn't even hear they didn't want to hear a word of it. They just no, that's
But
denied.
let's
We'll
just not
come back to it.
forget. But let's not forget, like Monet in the background. Oh, so sad for Nate. He's already been given
Yeah,
half a million
yeah,
dollar house,
yeah.
half a
That
million
he
dollar
squandered.
check. He's
Yeah.
got cars worth 200 grand. Like let's
He has an ugly house that worth
yeah.
a lot of money, probably. Like, yeah.
It's just very strange.
He has people that work. He has employees that work for him. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? That he's probably not even paying. Like,
So my question is, when seeing all this, is where did mom and dad go? Like,
yeah,
why? If we have established that at the wedding, Nate's dad and his mom are still alive, still around, still love him enough to come to his wedding. Maybe not so much his dad now, but I can't imagine. Was his mom's credit score so terrible? I would imagine it was probably really good with her husband paying all the bills, all the
yes,
credit
yes,
cards, everything's paid off. So, like, mom can't come in and take a loan out as collateral against the house to help you.
yeah,
Like, your brother, like, Nate has a whole family that,
yeah.
like, we could be utilizing, but what he has enough enough I don't even know what the right word. You'll know what word to use here.
Resourcefulness
No, but
to like,
enough balls to drop on
okay.
his knees and cry to the court, but not
Oh,
enough to go to his mom and ask for
yeah,
help.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
seems strange to me. But
yeah.
maybe I don't know. Maybe the
Well,
divorce
yeah,
took
but
all
like
of her
also
money. I don't.
because
Yeah,
he took this is literally his dad's business that he
right.
took over. There's no equity in the business anywhere. There's no
And
line of credit
and
that you can't take out, or you
that
already you expended all that to where you get in bed with shady
maybe
Arab dudes, whatever. Like,
maybe it's just one of those like situations where we see the father of the company leaves and the son comes in and he destroys everything. Because
yeah,
I was thinking that episode 1, like if Nate
yeah,
inherited his dad's company, there wasn't a secretary, an
yeah,
employee
no,
manual, an order of operations, any processes in place.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't build a community with hundreds of brand new houses like his dad did in season 1 and season 2,
yeah,
essentially build half of the town without
yeah,
having a process in place. So if you're telling me Nate Jacobs went in and just deleted the process, well
yeah.
then he deserves it. Or if it
Oh
was
yeah,
there and he didn't utilize it, then he still deserves it.
he still deserves
But
it.
then there's some weird continuity things going on there, but it's very very interesting the situation that he's clearly put himself in.
Yep. Yep.
So that's Nate. I don't think we have anything else with
But
him.
now though we know now he is desperate. Like like and a desperate man is he already was dangerous. He's already a dangerous guy, dangerous character.
Right.
But desperate Nate, ah
Well, I mean,
man,
if so, here's
I don't know what he's capable of, man.
again, just based on what we know, if Cassie has the brain cells within herself and can come up with this plan on a whim to pawn her wedding ring and get herself an apartment,
Yeah,
we s- sell the house, sell the Cybertruck, sell the McLaren, get yourself a 1-bedroom apartment. You'll be living there more for longer than Cassie is.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. It just seems too logistical to me to kind of just overlook. Like the man's
yep,
just gonna sit on this $500,000 house and other assets and not do anything about it. Like
yeah,
let's get going. I would have had that shit. The second a gangster comes into my house and cuts off my toe, first of all, they know where I live. I'm moving. So sell
yeah. I'm not
that
coming.
bitch.
This
Sell
is
the
your
house.
house now. I'm not coming back
Right.
here. I'm not coming
Like,
back here.
or better yet, if the house is worth $500,000, give him the house. Give the guy the house. Go
Give him
stay
my
with a
house.
buddy.
Yeah,
I
give
don't
him my
know.
ugly ass house.
I
Yep.
don't
And
know, man.
you can have the maid with it. Like you can take her too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. And then so we get one more scene with Cassie and Maddie. This is Maddie's kind of big launch plan for Cassie's OnlyFans. They're gonna change her look, get her styled from
Oh
suburbs to the
yes,
city,
yes.
and
Did
Maddie's
a little
got
makeover and all that. Yep,
yeah,
yep.
Maddie's got the invite to some influencer's house. Everyone else knows his name. I have no idea. He's a real influencer in real life. I don't know his name. I don't know.
Oh well, no, Brandon Fontaine, but
Brandon.
like that,
Okay.
he was from the first episode or whatever. Second for one of the first episodes when he's like that was her friend, and remember he jumps into the picture.
Yeah.
I guess it was the whatever the Maddie episode was.
Yeah.
That's when we first seen
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's his party, and basically the goal is like, look, you got to get him to post you. And how do you get him to post you? You got to tempt him with the puss. You don't give him the put because as soon as
Yeah.
you do, he's never going to talk to you again, which is strategically thinking on Maddie's part because Cassie would have just given it up,
Oh my
and
god.
that would have been her one claim to fame.
Yeah.
So you gotta these girls out here. You got to treat them like stray dogs. They're
Stray
nasty. They
dog.
lie to you. Right. It's Maddie knowing kind of the now the inner workings of all the drama and the societal hierarchy of where you need to be and who you need to lie to.
Yeah. So
Which
you want to just kind of cover that whole scene?
yeah,
Then?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that was so my thing was that all a part of the plan, like everything that happened, was that all a part of the plan? Because it felt like, it felt like the plan was getting away from them a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah,
When they get separated, you're thinking like, oh my God, Cassie by herself.
yep.
Cassie by herself, like no, it's like watching a baby cross a highway, bro. Like that's what it looked like. It was like no, you just anything could happen to her. Like
Uh huh.
I'm like no,
Uh huh.
no, like I felt way more sympathy for her and like possibly something happening to her than I did for Nate. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
In his little situation. I'm thinking like I know Cassie's a dumb bitch, but like, come on, man. Don't let her get like, you know what I'm saying? Don't let her get essayed or
Yeah.
drugged or
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like your strong little, assistant, but then it's like, but maybe that's part of part of Maddie's plan to like
So,
have her all fucked up in the
so
game. You know what I mean? Like,
here's my whole synopsis on that is since the trailer for this season dropped, we knew that Cassie was starting an OF and Maddie was
yes.
helping her. And since the very second we saw it, every single person on this planet has said, What's Maddie planning? What's the twist? What's she going to do to Cassie? How's she going to get revenge on whatever the whole Nate, this whole thing is like,
Yes.
we're just waiting to see what Maddie does. And I just, is that going to be the season finale payoff? Like, are we going to get that answer? Because seemingly so far, she's had perfectly good opportunities to do so. She was at the
Yes.
wedding. She could have done something. She could have set her up at this party. She could have. Is it this ultimate chess move from Maddie coming?
Well, but at the same time, like you're right. She has had opportunities to get back at her, or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, she kind of needs Cassie at this point. Like she needs somebody because she wants to make money. Like
Yeah.
she wants to do kind of what she was gonna do with the other girl, right? With Cassie. So like, there has to be some type of actual payoff. Like I don't think just getting back at Cassie is enough payoff for her. I think she literally needs some bread out of this situation. You know what I mean? And so until she gets
Yep.
Cassie to that certain level,
Okay.
I think Maddie is in it. I think Maddie's in it to the end. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, and we're gonna touch on that bread here.
Well, also, time out. Let's kind of rewind, right? So when all of them are together, right? And even when Lexi is doing all the lecturing or whatever, Lexi did not once ask about, yo, what the fuck is going on with Nate and that weird guy that was at your house. Like, did they not talk about the toe being
No,
cut off and
no,
all
no,
that?
no.
Like,
Nobody
that's
knows.
wild. That's wild to me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they didn't even bring it up because it harms Cassie none to share with her friends. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're gonna make the situation any worse,
Right.
whatever. And actually, yeah, I actually thought that was like a miss. Now I'm thinking about it. That's a missed opportunity. Like we just did this horrific thing happened. Her nose is all bloodied and like all this stuff happened to you within last couple days, and you don't even bring it up.
Yeah. 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 This is a few plot holes we've been discovering in this season. Nothing too catastrophic, but just questions on direction, I think, and script that we've been asking. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, the Maddie and Cassie thing is I'm curious to see how they have it wrapped up. So we'll get back to the ending and Rue and Alamo in a minute, but basically what we see and hear, and this was going to be a question that I asked today anyways, because so far we have zero analytics or numbers or anything. Is this working for Cassie? Like, does she have any subscribers?
Yes.
And in next week's trailer for next episode, Maddie comes to Cassie in bed and she's like, "Bitch, wake up. You've got 50,000 subscribers."
Subscribers is indicate that's what we talking about. OF.
Subscribers is OF. Yeah, if she would have said followers, that means nothing.
Subscribers. Okay, now we got some. That's money in the bank.
So that's money in the bank. I did the math. If she has 50,000, not sure what Cassie's monthly is. I would imagine either $5 to $10 on average, whatever.
Yeah, 10. I would say 10 to 20, maybe.
Let's give her the benefit of the doubt, fam. Let's give her a $5 subscription.
Okay.
That's at base $250,000 a month.
Quarter million
a month.
A month.
50,000 times 5.
I know, OnlyFans gets their
taxes,
cut,
fees, whatever. But that's
still
call it 100.
Generating $250,000 a month is crazy.
On top of that, Carlos, the OnlyFans model is you're not only spending the $5 to $10 a month, you're spending money to unlock content, additional content, chat with the girls. So I would imagine, being the manager that Maddie is, she's probably doing all of that because with 50,000 subscribers, you better be. Yeah. So that's another, let's just say out of that 50,000 subscribers, 500 of them are extra spenders, and that's probably a low number.
That's a low number, yeah.
And if those 500 people are spending anywhere from $5 to $10 extra, let's just say a week, that's another $40 for them. That's a month. Add that on, that's another 20 to 30 grand. So, and that's probably just Maddie's cut alone. So we're
I would say that's all
I
need. Like if I was the pimp, that's all I need.
Bro. We're gonna have to assume that by next episode, Cassie and Maddie are making hundreds of thousands of dollars together, monthly. By the way,
monthly, yeah.
Which then would presumably, I don't know about you, fam, but especially Nate Jacobs in the situation he's in. If I were in financial trouble and my wife came to me and said, "Hey, it's working. I'm making 200 grand a month," I'd say, "Baby, why do we have any debt? Where are all of our financial problems? Let's make them go away."
But and when we talk about criminal enterprises, though, like you don't have a month. Yeah, I mean,
true.
You have days, maybe weeks, maybe if you're lucky, weeks, but you got days and sometimes hours to get people their bread. So, like, yes, in theory, it's like, oh, the solution. This is a solution. That everything should be solved. Yeah. But like, how much time does Nate really have? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think a lot.
I don't think so either, because I'm pretty sure, speaking of next week's episode, I think we see that man in his house again, chasing him through the hallway.
Yeah, so, it looked like he was getting beat up again. I said, damn, this boy getting his ass beat again, bro. That's crazy. Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully, maybe we get more answers on the numbers there. But if that is the case, then there should be no more problems for anybody if Cassie is making 200 grand a month. It's yeah. All right, and then to wrap up the episode,
no, let's go back
to Alamo.
I don't know where you're talking about. Yeah, Alamo. Because okay.
Yeah. Alamo
because that
and
actually
Rue.
happened before the Brandon Fontaine thing. But yeah, Alamo's poker face, man. Like, yo, this is starting to become my favorite thing of this show. Is like the conversations between Alamo and Rue, right? And
you never know which way it's gonna go. It could be a good thing. He could shoot her in the head. Like it's very nice. Yeah.
Like, is he her friend? Is he her boss? Is he her mentor? Like, what's happening? Or is he on to her bullshit?
Yeah.
And oh my God, I thought she was dead to rights, man. I was just like, because he's like putting it together.
Yeah.
And he's suspicious, whatever, but like it went a whole different direction, whatever. You know what I mean? And in those situations, I feel like more often than not, people give themselves away, even when they're not trying to. And then it's like then they create a new issue. But like I was surprised that she was able to kind of get out of it, and him just to be like, don't do them hard drugs. Like basically it was just him wagging his finger at her, like, hey, don't cut that drug stuff out, whatever. Instead of thinking like she could be a rat, well, he said rat. He called her, like he said that's some rat shit. But then he didn't tie it to like, because I was with him. I was like, yeah, bitch, like what? Yeah, why you asking? Why you? Wait, this is not even your job description. Like you don't even get paid to be worried about that. So why you asking about that?
Yep.
Why you asking about this?
Yep.
And I was like, oh, she's dead. She's dead. And then he said, leave those drugs alone, young lady. I mean, and I'm like, what? Like,
yeah, it was an interest. It's, you never know, right? Because he slammed down the table first because she had just won the poker game. So then that would have been more reason for like him to be mad at her in that moment. It's a very interesting relationship. Yeah. Kind of father-daughter there a little bit, but also like he has that line of she's his employee and also she's expendable, and like, no, it's just, it's Rue. The only people that care about her is us. Just trying to navigate those waters and then figuring out what are we going to do now that, we're pretty much at war with Lori. And I for the life of me can't remember if the robbery happened before or after the poker scene, but basically
the robbery happened after.
Okay, so then I mean that's kind of, it gets a little crazy because in that robbery scene, it's what's her name? Not Angel. Who's the stripper?
Magic. Her name is
Magic. Magic is on to Rue. Because she doesn't trust her. She's asking questions of the other girls.
She was in the bathroom, and I didn't even peep at first. But then her
those are Magic's feet. Yeah.
Yep.
And so it was so funny too, this recurring theme of like every time Magic starts yelling in Spanish, everyone tells her to shut the fuck up and speak English because no one understands Spanish in the room.
Like this.
It's so funny. But obviously she's right. It's just one of those situations, and dude's onto her because he gets the phone from Rue. And he's real suspicious of what's going on. And I would have really, we knew obviously it was the cops calling her because she's been compromised. But
I thought he was gonna say put that joint on speaker.
Oh,
I was waiting for that because that's what that's a classic move. That's a classic move when you suspicious of somebody. Put it on speaker.
Wow. That would have been it. That would have been it.
She would have been done. She would have been like,
that would have been an instant gunshot to the head. Yeah, as soon as a man's voice.
And then they would have been more on the offense. You know what I mean, to even protect themselves from the robbery, because they would have already been. It would have been heightened.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, we don't trust this bitch, whatever. And then these guys want to try to rob the place, and then they already got their guns out ready. You know what I'm saying? It was. That was another missed opportunity. This was like, it felt like people having like the cat had 9 lives. I mean, it's like everybody is like, it's so many close. This was an episode of close calls, man. Close calls. And it's like, or like decisions that could go either way. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, because yeah, Nate, like it could have went either way, even though it went, Cassie, putting her compromising herself and putting herself in that could have went either way,
Yeah.
yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting, that, but yeah, I really thought he was gonna tell her to put it on speaker, man. Like, let me hear.
Which
Yeah,
would
like,
just
because
been the
I don't have no
simplest
respect for your
solution.
mom. I don't have no
Yeah,
respect
like
for. I don't
who
care about your mom.
right. Like why would he let her take that call privately?
Yeah,
Yeah, two brain cells would have figured that out pretty quickly, huh? Ah,
yeah,
that's such a small little thing.
yeah,
Okay. And so then Lori's boys, they pull up and I thought that
bro. I
so
had issue with the pool with the mask,
first of
man.
all, first of all, we'll get to the mask. They only know that the safe is there where it is because Rue told Faye at the beginning of the season.
Mm,
Because remember when Faye told Rue that like little buddy's safe was downstairs, and the keys were on his belt, and that's why Faye was like kind of messing with him, and so Rue was going to use that. Well, then I
mm.
think Rue in that same conversation was like, "Yeah, the strip club has a safe too." So pretty sure that was Rue's doing. And number two, to your point exactly, great mask, great Obama mask. I mean,
No,
where
I
do
didn't
I
like
get an
that.
Obama?
No, I did not like that. I was like, "Arr." Like it would have made more sense if it was Trump or Charlie Kirk, or like it would have made way more
Whoa,
sense.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, no. What's funny
Ah.
is I have those masks. Mine are the Casa Twilight. So I have
Okay.
Edward. I have an Edward, Bella, and Jacob. I've worn them on the podcast a few times, but it's they're
I
very
do remember that. Yes, I do remember seeing you wear it. Yes,
if your skin tone matches the mask you buy, they're very convincing. I'm surprised people don't use them in crimes more often because it's a you if you put that fam if you would get the Obama one and put it on with a hoodie, I mean security cameras, what are they gonna do? Say we're looking for an African American who looks like Obama? Like they're never gonna find you. What are we talking about? Like
Yeah, it's like a joke. It's like, all right, shut up. Like, shut up.
yeah, the Obama
Call
mask
this.
was
Don't call us with this tip. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah. So that was silly. I mean, obviously, what do you expect from dudes with swastikas on their neck? I mean, it's that is what it is. There's always gonna be a little racism sprinkled in when Lori's men are on camera, right?
yeah.
They have to. They shoot our dude in the side. Again,
Yes.
another blood splatter. This time for Ruin Magic.
Bro, that didn't even sound like him though. At first, like I don't know if you people, but like his first grunting, like before, like because it's off camera at first. I'm
Uh huh.
like, that's not even him. Like, and then it's like finally, then they show him going,
Yeah.
like, but like I was like, bro, they threw somebody else in there. Like it was like, like it wasn't his voice at all.
You
Like,
kind of gotta hate. You kind of have to hate the season for that because it's you had mentioned it in this episode. You can see it now. You can not only can we hear it. I didn't pick up on that. You know that actor better than me, but it's like we can not only hear the fact that these actors are not in the same room, we can visually see the fact that they are filming these actors who are supposed to be in the same room, not in the same room.
yeah. See now yeah, I didn't actually think about it. I just thought it was funny, like, but now that makes sense. Like
Seems a little.
he wasn't there. Like he wasn't even not when Zendaya is pictured. Yeah. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm,
that's what it was. You probably see Zendaya's face,
mm-hmm,
and then you hear a noise, and it
mm-hmm,
was not his voice. It
mm-hmm.
was not his voice grunting, whatever.
So annoying. It's so annoying. It's
Wow.
so annoying.
Man,
Ugh.
we are really like pulling the curtain back, man.
Someone needs to call us, fam. We said it. I think last season we came up with something that House of
We've
Dragon.
been writing the show better than we always write it better. You know what I'm saying?
And so what did they steal? They probably stole money, obviously, and the bag of fake drugs that Rue had.
So time out. So did they kill or subdue all the people that were guarding the place? Like, because we don't even see like their body. Like, we don't actually see. We seen them kind of hold the one guy up, but then there was another guy
Yeah.
that came. but then like he like disappeared, like he
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
So like that's something like, dang, this was too eat. Like, come on,
And by
man.
the way, I'm pretty sure the business, like the strippers are still dancing, business is still happening. Like this,
Yeah.
like I don't
Yeah,
think
it
they,
wasn't that. Yeah, how was it such a discreet little robbery like that? You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know.
Like
I
it was
don't
weird.
know.
That was weird. Like
Yeah.
I would think you would. Well, I guess you do want to get in and get out because more witnesses,
True.
whatever, more people. Um, but yeah, like this seems to be like the club is like the crown jewel of Alamo's little business. So it's
Yeah.
like you not this is not more heavily secured than
Right.
this. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like all
Yeah.
your money is because y'all get a lot of extra money from all the extra stuff y'all let these people do. You
In
know what
the
I'm
club.
saying?
Yeah. Rue's selling guns in the club. They're doing drugs in the club. They're doing the girls in the
They're
club.
literally having like they're just having intercourse like in the like I mean
Right.
that was wild, bro. Like
Yeah.
I know we glossed we don't have to talk about that, but that was a lot, bro. I said,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like
Yeah.
that is I know there might be some seedy clubs out there like that, but I don't know. I don't know if you getting all that off, bro. Like on camera, just
Yeah, I don't, or just, yeah,
one after
right.
the next, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
using
yeah,
he had
yeah.
the wine bottle, bro, or the
Mm-hmm.
champagne. That was it
Mm-hmm.
was a lot, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's no, that was it's a hard scene to watch, but
So yeah, that's where like I could see the criticism where people were like, "Oh,
yeah.
this is just like fetish,
Mm-hmm.
pee and all that, whatever." And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "No, yeah, that was a lot, man." I was like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah. And the just kind of the last bit of the episode is the fact that those big sausage lips of Faye, I mean, you cannot, it is dead to rights that you can't make a lineup out of that.
Nope,
You
nope.
cannot make you can't do too much of anything to deny the fact that Faye was driving that car. I mean, it
Yep.
was talk about just a feature that will probably haunt her for the rest of her life. And so now it's all out war because they know
Yeah.
it's Faye, they know it's Jules, they know it's Lori, that is what it is. So, man, let me ask you this: we're halfway through this season. We've got 4 episodes left. What do you think's gonna happen? Like, what's the like? So we've got a drug war between Lori and Alamo. So one of them is probably gonna die. Like, do we see are any of our characters dying? Like, what's actually happening this season? Because as far as I'm concerned, the entire first 3 episodes were the only conflict we had was Cassie wanting to start an OnlyFans and paying for $50,000 worth of flowers for a wedding that is now presumably she sold the ring, she moved out.
Yeah.
So what's the point? What was the point of all that? Just
Yeah.
to show us that obviously Nate's involved with the mob. Okay, cool. What are they going to do next? They already cut off his toe, so they're going to kill him, or just he's going to figure
then
that
they kill
out.
them, then they don't get no money either. So
Right, which is the whole thing. Yeah, it's a. So I'm just, I guess, minor rant. But what's your thoughts? Like, where are we going? What are we doing? What do you
So
think?
yeah, because this can't be like a happy ending. Like, I mean, I think certain characters will have kind of prosperous endings,
Right.
but like I don't think like I think Lexi will be okay.
Sure.
I think Maddie's actually gonna she'll be the one that has the biggest like come up maybe out of this. But yeah, you're right. Like are people going to jail? Like we see like Rue's family is not in the show, it seems like at all.
Yeah, that and
It does look like I remember seeing trailers though. It looks like Ali gets sick or something like that, and like he's like, because I seen like a scene or like, and it looked like he was like wincing in pain or something like that, or he's in the hospital or something like that. So like,
okay. And so we're just gonna bring that back in randomly because we haven't seen him in but one flashback. So
I know. So
because we have to start wrapping this up. We've got
I know.
4 weeks left.
We got 4 left,
and with us knowing. So and then here's the other thing:
before the end of this month, it'll be over.
if Cassie has 50,000 followers on OnlyFans by next week, they just don't go away. So I mean, she'll have that for the next few years. So that story's kind of done. So like, no matter what happens with her, Nate, Maddie, friends, Cassie's fine. She's got 50. She's got 100 grand in the bank every month for doing essentially nothing. As long as she maintains it, she'll make the money she needs to make to live.
Yeah.
So there's no, I'm curious. I'm curious.
Yeah.
The show, this episode was obviously ranked a little bit lower on IMDb from the wedding episode. I think the wedding episode was 7.2. I think this went back down to like a 6.2 or 6.3 or something.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know. I don't know where we're going. I don't know how I feel. We see Jules with her sugar baby daddy next episode. I think he finds a pair of Rue's boxers or something. So does that have
like bringing guys to my apartment or whatever? Yeah. She's about to lose that. You
think?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So then
I don't feel like when you playing with somebody money, you don't get chances. You don't get another chance for me to find stuff in my crib. Like
little buddy sends
it's one. It's a
one message on Tinder. He'll be wrapping some other trans girl up in his living room.
Yep.
Like you're expendable.
I can replace you. Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, anything else, fam, for this episode, this season so far?
Yeah, you're right.
Thoughts?
Like, it's funny because we do a lot of breakdowns, and then and I was like, I actually like this episode a little more because it just had a lot more things going on.
The party scene was very Euphoria-esque. The drugs, the violence. Yeah, a little bit more Euphoria.
But yeah, you're right though. Like, I don't know where we're going. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know I don't know what's happening. I obviously, I think the war is gonna. I think what happens with the war is gonna kind of that's either gonna hurt Rue or set her free. Ultimately, you know what I mean, it's either gonna be the catalyst that gets her into a better place, or it's gonna be the destruction of her. You know what I mean,
if all the other characters aside, just focusing on Rue for a minute, if for whatever reason the drug war ends up with either Alamo and Lori gone, whether they die or they're in jail, Rue's free from the both of them because she helped do whatever undercover operation. The cops just kind of let her go as an expendage. The drug war ends, and the last scene of this season is Rue showing back up to the Amish family's house. Is that a good ending for you?
Yeah, I guess.
Or is Rue? I mean, she's had 9 lives over the last 3 seasons. Yes. Does she use up all of those 9 lives at the end of this one, and she becomes the casualty of the season finale?
Yeah,
I'm curious. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think maybe we do have to see Ali again because then so she could start talking about her mortality, and then. Then we get the lesson after the fact. You know what I mean? So maybe he does need to make an appearance to help tie all this back together. So,
endless possibilities, I'm sure. Right. Yeah. Very endless possibilities. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for rocking with us again. Another week, another episode. Find us on Instagram and every other social platform on the planet. Links are down below. As always, you can like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Listen and watch this on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartMedia, all that other fun stuff, anywhere you listen to your podcast episodes. My name's Levi. That's Los. Until next time, fam. Peace out. See you guys next time.
Peace.